Mheshimiwa, kwani ndio unaamka saa hii?
Jana sijalala by the way story ya senator. Niliambia kina Sifuna. Wale kila. Saa hii Sifuna is a junior to me politically. Sifuna saa hii. Sifuna can't tell me anything. Wale kila cannot tell me anything. Saa hii I'm one of the most influential young people from. Na leo nakwambia angevote no. Ningemheshimu. Saa hii ndio kusema. I tell you guys. Hata leo nimeamua nimelala mpaka saa 10. Ndio natoka kuamka saa hii. Nakwambia guys. Ile Otieno alikuwa ameona akasema na tuharakishe tupitishe hii kitu haraka. Nimekuwa nimelala kwa kitanda. Tupitishe kesi kabla lakini wameshikwa mateka. And you see the work of the law, the work of the legislature is to pass the laws. Then the judiciary is to interpret the law, whether it followed the old procedure, it did not contravene or the rights of someone, the Article 1 of the Constitution, which is about the people, the human rights and everything. So that is how the law is made. So it looks at the composition of the law, right? Yes. So if it didn't follow, and then there's those who say that it has been overtaken by event, there's not any event that has been overtaken because number one, he has not been sworn in. And then again, the Constitution is very clear. Now, they have very substantive questions to ask whether the IBC was involved, because like right now we have so many constituencies, many NCS have died, there's so many, but they have upheld, they cannot do an election until it's called the commissioners are appointed, and that is the law. Sasa Rikiji is in the same hands. Na unajua hiyo 24 inakuja for the mention, ndio sasa walete malalamishi. Unaona story kweli? Ndio kuleta malalamishi. And again, according to the constitution, at the any matter, it's only through sickness. Kama wewe ni mgonjwa, the law allows you to be given time, opportunity
to heal,
to get whatever. So hii haraka hii, na mimi nataka niulize wabunge wenzangu, na niulize wale wabunge wangu wenzangu wa ODM. Nyinyi mlikuwa mnaongea Gachagua must go, Gachagua must go, Gachagua must go. Hata mimi nilikuwa nafikiria ni Gladys Wanga ndiye anaenda kuwa deputy president. Hakuna. You see? So you are used, you are damned. So what have you benefited? Nothing. Just because you celebrate sending someone for telling the truth. By the way, let me tell you guys, why am I so about Gachagua? It's not because that Gachagua is good, but at least he speaks about the truth. He speaks about listening to the ground, listening to the people. That is what makes me just feel like maybe we don't need to be puppet. The parliament being a puppet, the National Assembly, Senate being a puppet. We don't have a person who can. Hey, members of National Assembly, we should wake up and start thinking independently. Yeah, that's a fact. Papa, Peter Salasya Vibaka. Peter Salasya, sahi mimi niko very influential in Kenya. Niko among the young politician ambao na control politics ya Kenya sahi. Mimi Peter Salasya, sahi mimi siwezi compare mimi na wabunge kutoka Kakamega, kutoka sijui wapi huko Western huko. Mimi Peter Salasya, I'm one of the few influential youth and MP nilikana Kenya yote mzima. And that's why leo nimelala mpaka saa 10. Sijaenda bunge. Kwa sababu ilikuwa ina discuss ujinga. Tunasema ati nimeona kina Professor Jenda wanasema ati wakina kina Moses Kuria ati it has been taken over by event. Which event? The court order is more superior than Gazette notice. So we stand in solidarity. And by the way, in the book of, there is a book, and the judiciary is the voice of the people. Whatever was being discussed today in the parliament was illegality. And I can tell you, there is a book I want to read for you. I want to read this book for you. Let me just see. It is in the book of, it's in the book of what? It is in the book of, it's in the Exodus 19:12. It says that, usiguze mlima, and it says that, put limits for the people around the mountain and tell them, be careful that you do not approach the mountain or touch the foot of it. Whoever touches the mountain is to be put to death. Not to be died or whatever, but it could be politically. So, we stand with the truthful man. I don't want to have a government that is full of puppets. And I want to tell the president, that president, we respect you. But we also, the reason why we are supporting somebody like Gachagua to be in your government, we want somebody who can tell you this when you are wrong, on the wrong side. You cannot be right throughout. You cannot be right throughout. You, even me, I get messed up sometimes. But there are people who will tell me, bro, you are getting lost here. And there are those ones that I will say, okay, I'll be a bit bitter for some time, but I will come back to my senses. And that is why we support Gachagua, because number one, he's saying things the way they are. And we need to have the checks and balances in government. You cannot buy the entire National Assembly. You buy the entire Senate. There are only few individuals like in Ogiom Tata who cannot be bought. There are only few people like Peter Salasya here in the National Assembly who speaks their minds. So we are telling you that is why we want, and we want to tell the Deputy President, Honorable Gachagua, that stand strong. You are guided by the spirits of the land. You have walked on the mountain so many times. So which means that the Kikuyu spirits, gods are with you. Your wife, and that's why I also want to marry another wife. Among my 3 wives, I will marry one pastor. My one wife, out of the 3, one will be a pastor. So that she can be praying for me, the way Pastor Dorcas has been praying for you. And Pastor Dorcas said that you are anointed on the altar, and only the altar can bring you down. So these altars that are being created through the proxies, kina Ichungwa, kina Otienda Mono, kina nani mwingine, kina Sifuna. Huyu mwingine wa kina nani huyu? Wakina wacha nikuja baki yangu. Acha nikuja baki. Acha nikuja.